In 1994, a fishing boat off the coast of Massachusetts reported seeing a creature shoot straight out of the water. It flew around the vessel like an ungainly demon, then submerged back into the murky depths. The captain disappeared that night and is presumed dead. His final journal entry mentions being kept awake by an unexplained knocking at his cabin door. The entry ends with a cryptic, hastily scrawled poem, the meaning of which is still unknown.
Hello! Welcome, human friends. Non-human friends, everyone watching. I'm Vulo, a face borrower who has committed no crimes. That's right. 0 crimes. I'm not wanted by law enforcement. I borrow faces because faces are beautiful. You know, I just love beauty. Speaking of beautiful, I'm joined as usual by my co-host, the one true moon, identical to the moon you see in the sky above the earth. In every way. Except for one important one. They're the real one. They're the one true moon. How are things going today, Moon? How are things? Oh, I'm fine. There was an owl that got into my house. Biggest owl I've ever seen, 3 times the size of a normal owl. Terribly upsetting, but they're gone now. We talked things out. I gave them a little kiss, and they left. A little kiss. Mwah. How have things been for you? Oh, you had your own animal encounter. Do tell. Wow, that was a long story. The snake returns, though. Goodness, I can't believe it. There's been a snake. That one true moon is seen now and then in space, where snakes really shouldn't be. When did you see them? When did you see the snake? Earlier today? Wow! Were they just slithering around? slithering around like usual. Oh, they stopped and chatted. Oh, goodness. Wasn't really expecting that. Well, what about? What they, what the snake chat about? They were giving away free magazines, huh? Interesting. Any reason why? Any reason for the free mags? They had some important news that they wanted to share. Important news. You know, I think I think One True Moon, I think maybe that snake was proselytizing. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but what was the magazine called? The Watchtower announcing Jehovah's Kingdom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that. I'm pretty sure that snake was proselytizing. Yeah, I'm sure the snake was very nice. I'm glad you had a nice conversation. I don't understand how a snake becomes a Jehovah's Witness, or how they end up slithering around in the cold vacuum of space. But I'm glad you had a visitor. I mean, talk to them if you want. I know you don't get many visitors. Just, you know, understand what's going on. You don't really gotta. You don't gotta give me the point by point. I understand. You don't gotta read me the whole magazine. Okay. All right. Well, we got a great guest today. I'm a big fan of their work. I think you'll all be very excited to see who it is. I technically had her husband on the show. Oh my god. One True Moon, I love you. One True Moon, I love you. It's too much. I can't take that much. The Watchtower announcing Jehovah's Kingdom today. I'm sorry. Anyway, we got a special guest. I had her husband on the show. It's not Pikachu. I mean, for all I know, she could have been married to Pikachu at some point. A lot of people were married to Pikachu. Her husband, it was a different husband that I had on the show, technically. Oh, my Quisp. Oh, I got some new, I got a new stratagem with my Quisp. My Quisp cereal. I've got a new stratagem regarding my Quisp cereal. One True Moon doesn't think it's gonna work. Well, that's fine. Oh, sorry. They don't think it's gonna be productive. They don't think it's a productive use of my time trying to catch this Quisp thief. So anyway, here's what I'm doing with this Quisp. You might notice that's not Quisp. You might notice that that's Great Grains Crunchy Pecan. Totally different cereal. I thought, why do I keep buying Quisp cereal if it keeps getting stolen by this Quisp thief? So I thought I'd test. What if I put Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal in my safe instead? Will the thief still steal it? Will my Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal still get stolen by the Quisp thief? I don't want to keep buying Quisp for this thief. I really want Quisp cereal, but dang. You know, it keeps getting stolen and eaten by someone else. So I put a box of Great Grains crunchy pecan cereal. If this gets stolen, you know, it's no big deal to me. I don't really want to eat Great Grains crunchy pecan cereal. I'm sure it's a fine cereal. I don't want to insult this cereal. I'm sure that Great Grains crunchy pecan cereal is fine. I'm sure it's fine. It's no Quisp, but nothing is. Nothing except for Quisp is Quisp. But you know, if it's gonna get stolen, I hope that what gets stolen is Great Grains crunchy pecan cereal. This will give me one data point. You know, there's no chance of my Quisp getting stolen because I just don't have any Quisp right now. But if the Quisp thief steals my Great Grains crunchy pecan cereal, then maybe there's a chance for some other subterfuge. I'm out of ideas. I'm out of ideas, which is why I purchased a box of Great Grains crunchy pecan cereal. Available at your local supermarket, I'm sure. This is not an ad. I've never even eaten Great Grains crunchy pecan cereal. And once again, I'm sure it's fine, but you know, it's not my first or second choice. Not an ad. It would be very funny if this was an ad. I don't think they'd be very happy with the results, but Great Grains crunchy pecan cereal. A lot of healthy stuff in there, I'm sure. And pecans. Great Grains crunchy pecan cereal. Anyway, we should get to the interview, I guess. I can't wait. Like I said, I had her husband on, technically. It's kind of... I technically had her husband on. I technically did. One last check at the Great Grains crunchy pecan cereal. Still there. Great Grains crunchy pecan cereal. All right, let's go to the interview. Let's go to the interview. I can't wait for you to see our guest. Can't wait for you to see the new guest. All right, here we go. Great Grains crunchy pecan cereal. It's a little depressing. Let's go to the interview. Well, Pikachu's back, everyone. Pikachu's back, snuck their way back onto the show again. Hey. Why are you here? You get divorced again? That's not the only thing I do. I got a lot of stuff going on. You get divorced again? Yeah. Where's Jessica Rabbit? I'm supposed to be interviewing Jessica Rabbit. She left in a big huff as soon as I showed up. Is she an ex-wife? Were you married to Jessica Rabbit? Not legally. What is... Sorry, what does that mean? I mean, she was still married to Roger when her and I got married, so I wasn't legally recognized. Jessica Rabbit cheated on Roger Rabbit with Pikachu? They were going through a rough patch. You know, Roger was murdered recently. You know that, right? Not only that, I'm the one who found the body. And the killer. That's what I meant when I said I had her husband on the show. I guess that was disrespectful. Saying that I had her husband on the show, and really, I just found his body. His dead body was on the show. Anyway, her husband was murdered recently. Roger Rabbit. I want to talk about my recent divorces. Fine, I suppose there's plenty of time to talk about, war criminal murders later. Wait, divorces? Right, so there's... Sorry, so again, there's been more than one since you were last on. I've been on a bit of a divorce bender. You've been on a bit of a divorce bender. You've been... You've been on a bit of a divorce bender. One True Moon wants you to know they're very unhappy that you're here. One True Moon likes Jessica Rabbit, does not like you. Very upset that you're on. Tell me about your divorce bender, Pikachu. I married a therapist like your chat suggested, and it didn't work out. She accused me of using our marriage as a coping mechanism. Well, which I was. That was the whole point. But she didn't like me using our marriage as a coping mechanism. So she left me. She left you and you got married and divorced a bunch of other times? Is that is that what happened? I've now been legally married and divorced 15 times. Goodness, it was 9 last time you were here. Yeah, 9 legal marriages. How many non-legal marriages have you had? I gotta ask something. One True Moon. How many non-legal marriages have you had, Pikachu? Hard to keep track. Those don't have the same kind of impact. Make a guess then. 100? Are you making fun of me? You know what? I'm not sure. Am I? Maybe. My apologies, Pikachu. How many times? I mean, I've been married a bunch, but 100 times? Come on. So how many? Probably 5 or 6 on the non-legal side. Can't get a divorce from a non-legal marriage, so I don't mess around with those as much. Is the divorce an important part of marriage for you? Is the divorce an important part of the marriage process? Yeah, the love, the trust, the companionship. It's all the sweeter knowing that at any moment it could all be torn apart by legal proceedings. It's very romantic. I'm a romantic Pikachu. I think we've talked enough about marriages and divorce. We should move on to another topic. Hey, wait a minute, I've hardly talked about my recent divorces at all. Haven't you? Oh, you just keep bringing up side tangents. I want to talk about the heart of the issue, my heartbreak. All right, Pikachu, go ahead. This is your show. The Pikachu Show. Pikachu lives. Talk about whatever it is you came here to talk about. Divorce. Yeah, talk about divorce. Let me hear about all of your many recent divorces. There's one that's really stuck to me. There's one divorce that's really stuck to you. Why don't you just repeat what I say back to me? I think mostly I'm just constantly surprised that this is what we're talking about. I'm repeating what you said as a means of, reality testing. You doing okay lately? No, not really. It's been a hard few weeks. And there was that issue with the owl, Can I talk about my divorces, though? Of course. Go ahead. I got married to and then divorced from the Applebee's apple. There's an apple. There's an Applebee's apple? Yeah, she's in the logo. I was in some commercials a long time ago. So where did you and the Applebee's apple meet? At an Applebee's. Of course. Does she have a name? Yeah, the Applebee's apple. I really wish I was talking with Jessica Rabbit right now. I would have loved to have heard what Jessica Rabbit had to say. I'm sorry, my many tragic divorces aren't interesting enough for your Twitch stream. I mean, it would be fine if I had invited you here, if you hadn't chased Jessica Rabbit away, so that you could talk about the Applebee's apple, named the Applebee's apple, whom you met at an Applebee's. You could have just called. I married and then divorced that Applebee's apple, and the worst part is, she got everything. She got everything. She got all my Pokemon cards. You do collect Pokemon cards? Just the ones with me on it. She took them and framed them and put them up in an Applebee's. I don't know which Applebee's though, because I'm not allowed in any of those establishments anymore. Because of the divorce? Oh, because I accidentally did a thunder shock and stopped the hearts of 7 diners. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. They all survived. I did another thunder shock and their hearts started right back up. But they still won't let me back. Maybe I should contact Applebee's and get some tips on how to keep you out of buildings. Hey, I don't gotta take this. I'm Pikachu. I'm sorry, Pikachu. I do like you. And your cute little electric cheeks. I wish you would call me first before showing up in the studio. I could have prepared questions, could have readied myself for some big divorce talk. So it's my fault you're no good at interviews? Hey, Tech. This is much more combative than I was expecting. I'm all riled up. Yeah, I guess I am too. Why don't we make angry sounds? You know, let out our anger in a healthier way. Angry sounds? Yeah, like this, like... Oh, I'm so angry. Oh, dang. You know, like that. Oh, Pika. Oh, Pika Pee. Oh, Pika Pika Pee. Pika Pika Pee. Pika. Pika Pika Pee. That's great stuff. Like, I feel a little better. You know what, me too. Thank you, Pikachu, for joining me today. You know, you're always welcome on the show. As long as you call me first. All right, fine. I'll call you next time. Thank you, Pikachu. Does anyone have any questions? Does chat have any questions for Pikachu? Before we go, any questions? I'm not going to repeat that, Moon. The Moon, One True Moon has a question. I don't know what I can say on Twitch, but I think that's a little inappropriate. What did the Moon say? I mean, the Moon was asking why you're being such a little bee, but I don't want to repeat that. Okay, we got a question from chat. Why are you naked, Pikachu? What kind of clothes would I wear? Why would I wear? I'm not a human being. I mean, I'm not a human being either. I'm not a human being. I wear clothes sometimes. You can wear something. I don't want to. What if you dress like Ash Ketchum? Would that be weird? Yeah, that'd be a little weird. Dressing like Ash Ketchum, that would be weird, yes. It would be cute though. It would be cute if you dressed like a little Ash Ketchum. I'm not gonna do that. Great. Oh, detective hat. Yeah, there is a detective Pikachu who wore a detective hat. You could wear some sort of hat, maybe a I love divorce hat. You know what? Maybe I will. We made great progress today. Thank you for the suggestion, chat. Thank you, Pikachu, for joining me. That'll be all for now. I'm so glad to have had you on. Of course, anytime. Yeah. Yeah, that's enough. Well, that was something. That was an interview, all right. Let me check my Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. Seems to be there. Seems to be all right. My Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal has not been stolen yet. It's so depressing looking over into my Quisp safe and seeing Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal instead of Quisp. Is that a disguise for the Quisp? No, if you weren't here at the beginning, I don't want to keep buying Quisp just to have it stolen. So I thought I'd do a test, see if it's just all my cereal getting stolen. So I bought a box of Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. I'm not gonna eat it. I just want to see if if it gets stolen. Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. It's got grains, it's got pecans. It's got some clusters. Clusters of what? I'm not sure. Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. God, I'm just between this and the Pikachu stuff. I feel like I really need to do some breathing exercises. Yeah, I do look stressed out. I feel stressed out. Let's do some breathing exercises. That always calms me down. Yeah, let's do that. Welcome to the Fred Flintstone Yabba Dabba Doo Relaxation Zone. Yabba Dabba Doo is the light at the end of a dark tunnel. A warm hug from a long absent friend. A kind word on a melancholy day. Yabba Dabba Doo is what guides us away from worry and uncertainty as we slide down the tube of hope into the pool of self-determination. Yeah, let's begin. Make sure you're in a comfortable position. Now close your eyes and focus on the sound of my voice. Relax your body. You will continue to relax as you listen to my commands. Examine your breathing. Notice how life-giving air flows in and out of you. In and out. The air you breathe in is calmness. The air you breathe out is stress and anxiety. Now breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Think about Fred. Think about his huge caveman face. His face is 1/3 of his whole body. Think about it. Now breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. When you're feeling stressed, when your anxiety feels out of control, take a moment to center yourself with deep, slow breaths and let the Yabba Dabba dogs carry you to a better future. Ah. I feel better. You know what? I feel better after all that. Wonderful. I'm not even as upset about the fact that I've got a box of Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal in my safe instead of Quisp. Instead of delicious Quisp cereal. I'm not even as upset about that. I am very upset, but not as upset. Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. How's Christine? Good question. How is Christine? I should, yeah, I'll check in on Christine. That's a good idea. I wonder how Christine is doing. I wonder if Christine likes Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. Because if she does, then I would. I never liked Quisp cereal until, I borrowed this face. So maybe I do. Maybe Christine likes, Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. I guess I could ask her. You know what? I can't. She doesn't have her ears or her mouth right now. Dang it. Well, yeah, let's check in on Christine. Let's see how Christine's doing. Oh, you know what she does? Yeah, she's got a mouth right now. I forgot that I did that. I forgot I gave her a little mouth. Got one of those thick Sharpies. Got one of those real thick Sharpies. Oh yeah, we got some new fan art here. Top left is from Melody. Thank you, Melody. The bottom left from Rift the Viking. Beautiful. And the one on the right there is from Killer Katie. Thank you. It's all beautiful art. Christine's really loving it. Christine is just loving it. Whoa. What's going on here? Not blinking much. No, she's not. That's fine. You know what? I'm sure she's okay. She's fine. She looks great. She's looking great. I'm very happy with how Christine is looking. She's looking wonderful. I get some mean comments about what I've done to Christine. I think people don't really understand exactly the, the benefits. Let's go over some of the benefits that some people might get. Let me show you. You know what? Let me just show you. One second. All right. I know some of you are still a little uncomfortable with my whole face borrowing thing. So I thought I'd show you how beneficial the face borrowing can be, to the borrowed. That's something I don't often talk about because I hate to brag, I can't stand bragging about how great and generous I am. There's a face that I want to borrow at some point. Another cat girl, yes. Her name is Priscilla. Prissy Priscilla, the other cat girls call her. Unfortunately, she was killed by an assassin last year. Priscilla works in the dangerous world of corporate espionage, and her luck It finally ran out. Until now! You see, the God Hole isn't the only thing I can summon here. I can summon all sorts of holes. For instance, I can summon a tiny hole at the exact place and time that the bullet hit Priscilla, preventing her death and allowing me to eventually borrow her prissy catgirl face. So yeah, let me do this. All right. The summoning ritual is a lot simpler for these holes. I just gotta say one thing per hole. All right, we're going straight to the wild, wild west. Oh, look at that! Small portals like this are much easier to summon. Now the bullet will hit the portal and end up here, in the endless void. Of course, I try not to leave garbage lying around. Could be very dangerous if you're traveling through the void at high speed and hit a bullet. So I'll make one more portal, but this one's very special. This one leads to an entirely random point in both time and space. The bullet will end up flying harmlessly through a nebula, never to harm a cat girl or a cat boy or Nyanbi, a non-binary cat. Let's do it. We're going straight to the wild, wild west. Perfect. Now we just gotta wait for the assassin's bullet. And then Priscilla is saved. Priscilla will be saved. Oh.
Oh no! The president's been shot! That's right, the president of these United States of America, John F. Kennedy, has been shot! Lord Jesus, I hope he's all right. Most of his head is missing, probably not a good early sign. I just can't believe it. John F. Kennedy, of all the people to get shot, and on my birthday, no less.
Well, that's one mystery solved. All right, that's one. That's one solved. Huh. What are the odds? What are the odds? Oh boy. Ugh. Okay. Well, the good news, Priscilla is probably alive. I'd probably say Priscilla. I mean, I guess the assassin could just shoot a second time. I'll have to check to see if Priscilla's alive. All right, what next? What's up next? I guess we could do some gaming. Gotta check in on my Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. Got some Great Grains, got some Crunchy Pecans. No more quests. Well, I'm tired of the quest getting stolen, so I thought I'd do a data point. If you weren't here from the beginning. I want to see if this cereal gets stolen. I want to see. I'm hoping it does. I don't really want to eat the Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. I want my Quisp. But if this gets stolen, then, you know, maybe I can just get a whole bunch of Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal and satiate the Quisp thief. Yeah, let's do some game. Let's do some gaming. I did download a brand new game. I downloaded the That new Virtual Fighter re-release. Virtual Fighter 5 Ultimate. It did turn into the Maiden of Raven Lake. It's not a surprise. I don't need to surprise you with any of this. You already know. You already know. It's the Maiden of Raven Lake. Well, let's play. Let's game. The Maiden, Raven Lake. Use a retro machine instead. I don't know that that's gonna help. I downloaded Virtual Fighter 5 Ultimate on my PlayStation 4, and it also became the Maiden of Raven Lake. I'm not playing on my PlayStation 4. You know, at that point, I just gave up. I really thought I'd outsmart the virus by just, you know, hooking up a console. It didn't work. It didn't work, so I just play this on my PC. Maiden of Raven Lake as a PS4 port, I guess. I launched up that game. You know, I got a whole PS4 just to try getting around the virus. Didn't work. Maybe I need to get one and not hook it up to my network. Maybe that's the key. Anyway, where are we in this game? So much has happened. I don't even know if I can give a summary at this point. We drank some blue juice, got stuck in a slime dungeon, kissed some slime, went to space, met a bug named Bug Jenny. I think her name is just Jenny. Killed the Maiden of Raven Lake, ended up back at the lake, and then picked Pear Nectar on Route 2, I guess. I don't know where this is gonna lead. I guess let's find out. Here we go. Let's go. Maiden of Raven Lake. Let's begin. Continue game. Here we are. Chapter 2, Chapter 9. The blue choice. Oh, goodness. You're back. Yeah, I'm back, baby. Back in the world of wind and dreams. The ethereal ravens caw and screech, but you only hear humming. A hum that shakes your bones. A figure appears before you. Ah, yep. It's the ghostly three-headed raven. I bet they're not very happy. What happened? The Maiden of Raven Lake was dead, now she's back. Terrible. I can't believe how quickly I go back and forth on how worthless you are. Thanks. Sometimes I just think you're worthless, then you prove to me that you're worth even less. Dang. You seem to be getting another summoning. Am I? Who could possibly be? Yeah, I'd better let you go. Oh, no. Well, good luck. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, let's... Okay, yeah, good luck. Here we go. Goodbye. Oh. You simultaneously feel a thrill of excitement and a deep primordial terror. This is a sacred place. A sacred blue place. Oh! Oh, goodness. Without knowing how, you are convinced that there is a god in the light ahead. A god who is the source of the juice. That's the source of the juice. The blue juice. You've always suspected that it's the nectar of the gods. Now you are certain. I've played this game a bunch of times. I've never experienced anything like this. Goodness. A strange figure approaches. Oh. Greetings, I am a blue tree which was planted in the blue soil by the blue god. I was fed nothing but pure blue juice directly from the source. Source is capitalized. Today I speak for the blue god. You may consider me the god's voice. You are here today in this sacred place because you are pathetic. Oh no. Oh, dang. Dang. Thank you, One True Moon. I don't actually think that I'm pathetic. I know it's the game, One True Moon. I appreciate it. Thank you. A pathetic traitor to all that is blue and juice. Oh. Pear nectar? That is a fine drink choice for an ignorant heathen. Oh no. I thought maybe we'd get in trouble for this. Yeah. Sweet, refreshing, fruity. It's a real delight, I'm sure. But you were walking the blue path toward the blue light. We were, you know what? To make such a choice after spending so much time bathed in the blue glow of the blue god. It is like spitting directly into the blue god's blue face. I mean, some people like that. After all the divine gifts the blue god granted you. After all the times the blue god shielded you from pain, shielded you from death. Pathetic. Yeah, I'll accept it. However, do not despair. The blue god is not without mercy. Oh. Blue juice is the juice of life. The juice of hope. You may yet prove your devotion. You may yet walk the blue path once again. Nice. Do you wish to walk the blue path? Do you wish to prove your blue devotion? Yes or no? Yes or no? Getting mostly yeses. Some no's. Let the record hold that there are some no's, but mostly yes. Yes. Good. Proving your devotion to the blue god is simple. It requires a sacrifice, sure. Yeah, why not? You must prove your devotion by doing something you would never do otherwise. Great grains. Crunchy pecan cereal. I could eat a bowl of that. By doing this, you sacrifice a part of yourself. The blue tree hands you a knife. Oh, nice. We got a knife now. Great. What do we gotta do? You must kill Bug Jenny. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Oh no! No! Bug Jenny! Oh! Only by killing Bug Jenny can you walk the blue path again. If you do not complete this task, if you do not prove your blue devotion, you may never drink blue juice again. Oh no! Oh no! Never again! Never ever! God. Unbelievable. The choice is yours. The blue tree fades into a blue wall. Ah. Ah. A familiar figure appears from behind you. Who is it gonna be? Yes, of course it is. Moon doesn't usually comment on this stuff. Yes, I think the One True Moon's really getting into the game. Ah, there she is. Whoa! How did I get here? How are you here? I went to get Dr. Tommy, but you were gone when we got back. I thought you were dead. I'm glad you're not dead. Yeah, me too, thank you. Are you all right? Is that a knife? That is a knife. Oh. Okay, well, we can stab Bug Jenny to death. Or we can throw down the knife. I'm gonna do a poll. I think this is important. I'm gonna do a poll here. Question. Bug Jenny. Stab Bug Jenny to death. Throw down the knife. Alright, starting the poll. Oh, it's very close. Good number of people wanting to stab poor little Jenny to death. Yeah, rough. I know it's a big sacrifice. Bug Jenny or blue juice? God. Never drink blue juice again, not even once. Not even one sip ever again. Oh, throw down the knife seems to be winning. It's very close though. I think Bug Jenny would be would be upset by these results, even though they're ultimately in her favor. Alright, well, throw down the knife wins. 57%. 43% of chat voted to stab Bug Jenny to death. Alright, well, let's throw down the knife. You throw the knife to the ground, refusing to stab Bug Jenny. Yes! Oh goodness. Wonderful. The illusion has broken. Bug Jenny was never here. I did say blue juice was the juice of life, did I not? I did say blue juice was the juice of hope. You have listened well. Your willingness to give up blue juice to save the life of Bug Jenny has proven that you are worthy of the drink. Oh, oh good. Blue juice is more than just juice. It's life and hope. Life and hope juice. Great. Return to the waking world knowing that you walk the blue path, that you are protected by the blue god's blue light. Farewell. Well, things worked out. Well, outside of this. Outside of this part. One True Moon thanks chat for not stabbing Bug Jenny to death. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking chat too. I didn't really want to stab Bug Jenny. Jeez. Well, we didn't. Hooray. I gave you so little sleeping powder this time. How have you slept for 27 hours? 27 hours, dang. Also, your fingers won't stop leaking blue juice. Nice. It's getting everywhere. Great. Wonderful. It wasn't too bad a few hours ago, but now it's really going. Disgusting. Anyway, I've been thinking about killing you. It's hard. I tried cutting off your head while you were out. Your exoskeleton is just too tough to cut through. I tried pouring acid all over your body. It smelled terrible, but you didn't die, not even a little bit. So given all that, I've been thinking about not killing you. Instead, I'm going to give you a fun quiz. Oh. Oh boy. That's right, a Raven Lake history pop quiz. If you get enough correct answers, you're free to go. Free to return to the Earth realm. Free to get out of my face and never return. Now, of course, I've lied to you about Raven Lake history since the beginning. Of course. But that doesn't prevent you from answering quiz questions about my lives, does it? Of course it doesn't. Let's get started. Question number 1. Okay. Who is my favorite Raven out of the original Raven Quorum? I don't remember which one. Who's her favorite Raven? Bonita, Cindy, Falcon the Raven, Jag. Cindy. Alright, we're getting mostly Cindy's. Cindy. That is correct. Cindy was indeed my favorite. She didn't really exist, but if she did, she would have been my favorite Raven. Great. Question number 2. Who is the first maiden of Raven Lake? A local assassin, an interdimensional golf champion, the biggest, most maidenly raven. A passing forest witch. 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 Okay, we're getting mostly witches. Passing forest witch. Correct. I'm glad to see you've remembered my lies so clearly. I'm not glad. Yes, very glad indeed. Question number 3. What was the compromise that resulted from the Big Raven Quarrel of 1520? Visitor center and gift shop, a bowling alley, expanded lake security, the execution of criminal raven pervert Joey. Which one? 1, 2. Visitor center. 1, bowling. Alright, we're getting mostly ones. A lot of people remember a lot of Raven Lake history, great. Yes, that's right, oh, hooray. I mean, it never happened, but you are correct. Question number 4, and none of this happened. What? What? Was it all lions? I guess it was. Question number 4. In the 1610s, what did the Maiden of Raven Lake do after killing the para-ravens and bringing fresh ravens from the Earth realm? Take a big maiden nap, eat a huge submarine sandwich, write a hit memoir about her struggles, throw herself in the lake. I actually remember this one. I know the answer, but let's see what chat wants to go. 4? Yeah, it is 4. I know this one. This one's right. That is the correct answer. It's wrong in the sense that it never happened, but that is correct, yes. Makes sense. The final question. Question 5. What new market did the Raven Lake Ravens enter in the year 1700? The financial market, the tourism market, the greeting card market, the updog market. Yeah, getting a lot of 3s. Yeah, mostly 3s. All right, let's go with 3. I really would love to say updog. All right, the greeting card market. Yes, that is exactly right. I'm so glad you were paying attention to that story. The story that I made up entirely. Great. Well, that's the end of the Raven Lake History Pop Quiz. A perfect score. Congratulations. Thank you. You have solved my pop quiz puzzle. Great. I'm so glad you absorbed so many of my lies. That makes me feel good about lying. Speaking of feeling good, I'm going to feel really good about seeing you go. You're terrible at bowling. You leak blue juice. You make out with slime. You make out with skeletons. It's all true. It's guilty as charged. And you killed me. Let's not forget that. Let's not. I will be rid of you. The Earth can have their terrible child back. Leave and never return. Tell no one about what you have seen here. Tell no one about the Maiden of Raven Lake. I won't. Don't worry. You stand next to Raven Lake. A cool breeze blows on your weird exoskeleton. Blue juice trickles out of your fingers. You briefly stick your hand in your mouth and suck. Delicious, delicious blue juice. There is a strange glimmer ahead. Oh, the portal to the Earth realm has reopened. Hooray! Cautiously, you step through. You're back on Earth. Your journey into the realm of wonder has come to an end. You breathe in the fresh Earth air and drink 2 gallons of blue juice from your gushing fingers. 2 gallons. 2 gallons of blue juice. Oh my god, that's so much blue juice. Goodness gracious. There is a sound of grass crunching behind you. Oh. Finally. I have been gone for far too long. For a while I thought you had been sent to destroy me. When I realized you were genuinely a fool, I thought perhaps you were an unknowing pawn of the Raven God. Surely the way back to Earth would be protected. Surely it wouldn't be as simple as following a fool back to that world. But here I am, back on Earth, and I've got some ravens to kill. I think we docked up. Okay, well, the Maiden of Raven Lake is on Earth now. Is that good? Is that bad? I guess we'll find out in Chapter 3, Chapter 10. Next week. We must stop her. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we can just go home. Maybe we can just go home. Well, time to check on my Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. Time to check on that. Turn the audio off here. Ha! Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Oh yeah, how's my cereal? How's my Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal? Still there, great. Still there, still fine. I'm so glad the thief hasn't stolen my Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. What would I do without my favorite cereal? Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. What would I do? Oh. Dang, I hope that's not 4 rings. I hope it's not 4 rings. That's 3. Dang it, that's 4. Dang, you know what? That's 4 rings. You can't deny it. That is 4 rings. That's 4 rings, all right. You know what that means? There's been a murder. There's been a murder. Oh God. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. There's been a murder. There's been a murder. Oh. Oh. Well, let's find out who the murderer is. Let's find. Well, I guess we have to find out who got murdered first. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's see who was murdered. One last check on the Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. Yeah, it looks good. It's looking good. All right, let's see who got murdered. Let's find out. Oh no! Oh no! It's Bebop and Rocksteady. It's Bebop and also Rocksteady. That's 2 murders. You know what? That's 2. That's 2 of them. Yeah, there's been a double murder, a double homicide. You see who did this? One True Moon? The One True Moon wasn't saying anything. I think they're reading their magazine. Yeah, One True Moon. Okay, they didn't see. They were busy reading their literature. All right, that's fine. We can look for clues ourselves to see who killed Bebop and also Rocksteady. Bebop, Rocksteady, they've been killed. Who are they? They're Ninja Turtles characters. They're villains from the hit television show Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and comic book and movies. Bebop and Rocksteady. Any clues around here? Oh, you know what? I see a clue. I see a clue there as to the identity of the killer of Bebop and Rocksteady. I found one clue. Here's the first clue. The murderer has won the Nobel Peace Prize. This has to end at some point. I mean, it literally has to. There is not an infinite number of Nobel Peace Prize winners. Even if all of them are war criminals, which they're not. But even if all of them are, it has to end at some point. Speaking of which, is there that second clue? The second clue that we've seen so many times. You know what? I think I see one over there. What is that? Oh yeah, that's a clue, all right. Yeah, they've committed various war crimes. Great. All right, well, let's look around for a third clue. Huh? Huh? Oh God, no, no. No, I said no. I said. Okay, we got a third clue here. I'm upset about this third clue. I'm upset about this third clue. Okay. Here, the third clue is to the identity of the murderer of Bebop and Rocksteady. They were the first to do both the previous clues. The very first Nobel Peace Prize winning war criminal. I said, you know what? I said I wouldn't do a trial for anyone who's dead. I said I wouldn't. Well, I know who this is. I know who the killer is. Alfred Nobel. Nobel didn't win the Nobel Peace Prize. He was... It only started up after he was dead. That would be very funny for them to give him... for them to give him that prize. All right, let's see. Who's the killer? It was Theodore Roosevelt. It was old Teddy Roosevelt. A harbinger of peace awarded war criminals. He's number one. He's the first one. All right. Bold of you to assume Roosevelt is dead. Yeah, I guess, you know what? I guess he could still be alive. You know what? Stranger things have happened. All right, let's find out. Let's bring him to court and see what happens. Let's see if he's still alive. Oh, I'm all tiny. There we go. Sorry. I was floating out there in the realm of hell. No, he is dead. Yeah, he's definitely dead. Look, I'm not happy about this. I said before I would refuse to do a trial for another dead Nobel Peace Prize winning war criminal. And I hate going back on my word. Except for the many times I don't hate going back on my word. There's plenty of times I really want to go back on my word. You know, that's life, I guess. Theodore Roosevelt. He's patient zero. The very first war criminal that the Norwegian Nobel Committee decided to give the Peace Prize to. It all began with him. Now me, if I was in charge of giving out a prize for peace, if I was in charge, I would be super extra careful to not give it to anyone who had or likely would slaughter hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, that would be priority number one for me. When Theodore Roosevelt won, there had to have been like a grandma somewhere they could have given it to instead. You know, she had like settled a community bake sale dispute and hadn't ever participated in a genocide, not even once. You know, most human beings haven't done any genocide at all. You really have to go out of your way to find someone who has, and then go out of your way even more to give them an award. What was it about you, Theodore Roosevelt, that convinced the Nobel Committee they should give the prize for peace to a man who had, years before winning the prize, written, "I don't go so far as to think that the only good Indian is a dead Indian, but I believe 9 out of every 10 are, and I shouldn't like to inquire too closely into the case of the 10th." You wrote that, and then they gave you a big prize for peace. What was it about you that made the Nobel Committee say, "This is our guy, Mr. Peace himself"? When years earlier you wrote about the Sand Creek Massacre, in which the U.S. military killed and mutilated hundreds of Native Americans, a large number of whom were children, you wrote about that massacre, saying that it was, and I quote, "on the whole as righteous and beneficial a deed as ever took place on the frontier." Remember when the Filipinos were fighting for their independence and U.S. forces under your command as president used an early form of waterboarding on civilians? Remember the hundreds of thousands of civilians who died in that conflict because you refused to give up colonial control? The Nobel Committee forgot, apparently. Speaking of the Nobel Committee, I printed out a copy of the Nobel Prize website's Theodore Roosevelt page. Let's see if we get any answers from that. Here's what the Nobel Prize website, you can visit it yourself. Here's what the Nobel Prize website has to say about Theodore Roosevelt. That guy, right there. Here's what they have to say. Roosevelt was the first statesman to be awarded the Peace Prize, and for the first time the award was controversial. You don't say. The Norwegian left argued that Roosevelt was a military-mad imperialist who completed the American conquest of the Philippines. Swedish newspapers wrote that Alfred Nobel was turning in his grave, and that Norway awarded the Peace Prize to Roosevelt in order to win powerful friends after the dramatic dissolution of the Union with Sweden the previous year. It continues. During World War I, he tried in vain to be allowed to serve as an officer, and in 1919 he opposed U.S. membership of the new League of Nations. That's how their page on you ends, by mentioning how much you wanted to personally shoot at people in a war, and how one of your final public acts, in the year you died, was to oppose the U.S. joining a diplomatic group whose goal was to peacefully solve disputes between nations. The whole page sounds like a big whoopsie from the Nobel Committee. A huge, "are that." The entire page. And yet, somehow they keep making this big whoopsie. They're 2019 winners right at this very moment doing war crimes. I guess what I'm trying to say with all this is Theodore Roosevelt definitely killed Bebop and Rocksteady. I don't know how. I don't know why. But I know in my heart it's true. Theodore Roosevelt killed Bebop and Rocksteady. I mean, I guess I gotta adjourn and give my final verdict, which is guilty. Spoiler. He killed Bebop and Rocksteady. I don't know how. I don't know how this skeleton came back and did it, but he did. All right, let's adjourn and see my verdict. Well, that's it. I just kind of kicked the skeleton off the side there. It fell apart. His skeleton just fell apart. I don't know how it was sticking together in the first place. Skeletons don't really do that unless they're gooey. His skeleton was whole, and then it fell apart. What does that mean? I don't know. Well, let me check on my... I was gonna say my Quisp cereal, but I don't have any Quisp. I only have Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. That's all I have. Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. Let's see how it's doing. Oh my god, look at the live feed. There's 3 boxes of Quisp in there. Oh my god. 3 boxes of delicious Quisp cereal. Wait, what? Excuse me? I didn't realize there was a trade possibility with a Quisp thief. 1 worthless box of Great Grains, a Crunchy Pecan cereal, is worth 3 boxes of Quisp. Oh my god. Oh, finally. Finally, a happy ending. Oh god. You know what? I take back all the mean things I've said about this Quisp thief. Maybe I just didn't understand. Thank you for the cheering. Thank you so much. Oh, happy day. 3 boxes. And they took away my garbage Quisp cereal. No, not garbage Quisp cereal. They took away. I'm so excited. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my own words. They took away my garbage Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal. I was just gonna throw it in the garbage, in the trash. I was gonna throw it in the trash. But they took it away for me and gave me 3 boxes of Quisp cereal. It's, oh goodness, that's so nice of them. You know what? I gotta put more stuff in there. I gotta see, what else can I put in there to get boxes of delicious Quisp cereal. Dang, you know what? I thought that best case scenario, Great Grains Crunchy Pecan cereal would be stolen from me, and I'd be no closer to determining the identity of the Quisp thief. But instead I got... This is the worst day of my life. That's so many Dave Barry books. That's so many books by humorist Dave Barry. That's how. I didn't even know he wrote so many books. That's so many books by humorist Dave Barry. And the Quisp, of course, is gone. This is a war crime. I agree. Getting my hopes up. Giving me 3 boxes of delicious Quisp cereal and then replacing it with, of all things, a huge assortment, just an absurd assortment of Dave Barry books. I don't know what to think. Terrible. It's terrible. That's what I have to say. Awful. Do you still have recorded footage? No, I don't. I stopped. Thank you for the cheers. Thank you. Well, I don't know what else. I don't know what else to do. We got a couple minutes left. Maybe the one true moon saw something. Yeah, maybe. One true moon's still reading that magazine. Hook story. Yeah, let's do a hook story. Let's do a hook story. Fine, why not? Let's do it. Alright, we're in this spooky campground. Time for another hook story. It's been a while since we've done a hook story, but we got a couple minutes, so why not? Why not do a hook story? All right. 10 years ago, in this very campground, there was a woman named Rebecca. That's right. Rebecca. Oh! Sorry, I thought I heard something. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Rebecca was a corporate accountant, loved crunching numbers for companies, for corporations. She just loved doing it. The only thing she loved more than corporate accounting was doing her work from a campground at night. She loved hanging out by a fire, much like this one, and doing corporate accounting. Accounting for a corporation. Loved it. Anyway, she was sitting there by the fire. Her little feets were in front of the fire, getting all toasty. Getting some toasty feets. When she heard a noise behind her, a scraping sound. It sounded like... It sounded like that. Anyway, she heard the sound and she thought, oh, interesting. Some sort of sound, some sort of scraping sound. She put her little toes a little bit closer to the fire, getting them even more toasty. The sound continued. Oh, that scraping sound is getting closer, she thought to herself. She put her toes even closer into the fire. They're getting so toasty now, a little too toasty. Oh! It's right behind her now, the scraping sound. She slowly turns her head. And looks behind her. And she sees some guy. It's just some guy. It's just some regular guy. He's wearing, like, pants. It's just some guy and he's wearing pants, you know, as some guys will do. Just some guy wearing pants. And he's carrying behind him a big rope, and on the other end of the rope is a cooler. He's just been dragging this cooler. That's what the scraping sound was. He was just dragging a cooler. The woman says, "Oh, hey, this is my campsite." And the guy says, "Oh, sorry. I thought this was mine. I'm sorry. I'm going back to my friends. I thought this was our site." And she says, "No, this is mine." And he was like, "I could have sworn this was my campsite. My sneakers are right by the fire there." And she looks over, and sure enough, his sneakers are right by the fire. He's wearing pants, but he doesn't got his sneakers on. He's got some flip-flops. Yeah, sure, flip-flops. Anyway, oh. She says, "Maybe it is your campground." And he looks around and he's like, it can't be. I was with two other people. And then Rebecca, she pulls out a big hook, and it's covered in blood. And she's like, "Do you recognize any of this blood? Do you recognize any of this blood? Have you seen this blood before?" And the guy looks at the blood on the hook, and he says, "No." "I don't know how I would. It's blood." And she says, "Maybe it's your friend's blood. Maybe I killed your friends and threw them in the fire there. Burned them up. And now I'm roasting my little toesies in front of the fire." And the guy said, "Yeah, I guess that's why everything smells like burnt human flesh." "Boy, I'm glad I was going to get this cooler so you didn't kill me." And Rebecca said, Not yet. I mean, I could if you want me to. I still got the hook. And the guy said, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, go ahead. Anyway, Rebecca puts the hook in the guy. Just right in his tummy. Rips him apart, kills him. Throws him on the fire. The guy's final words are just like, thank you. And she's like, no problem. Nice to get away from work now and then. Well, that was the story. I hope you're sufficiently spooked out by that hook story. About a hook. And Rebecca, who used the hook to murder 3 people at a campsite. Yep, they're still there, all the Dave Barry books. How many is that? That's at least 11. It's too many. It's too many. That'll be it for today. That's it for today's stream. I'll be back next Sunday. What was in the cooler? I'll probably just drinks and stuff. Or human heads. You never know with coolers. It was either like some Diet Cokes or human heads. Until next time, drink more water to keep your face healthy for both you and me. Set fire to buildings, but never to forests. Let the light of the one true moon shine upon us all once again. Farewell.